Okay, now we will start a three-node cluster in Cassandra. So first we'll have to go to the directory in which the Docker Compose file is there. So ISN sample. We can check what items are there in this directory. We have Docker Compose file, so that's what we want. So once we are in here, we can start the containers, three-node containers by using the command docker compose up. Okay, before that, we can check what are the containers which are running in our local system. So there is no container which is running, so we can directly start the three-node cluster. Okay, so the three nodes are created here, three containers are created here, so we can check the status of it by using the command. So we can see the status is up and running for these three nodes. And the three nodes are sample node 1 1, sample node 2 1, and sample node 3 1. Okay, so now we want to enter into the bash of the first node. For that, the command is docker exec -it, and the name of the container, which is sample node 1 1. This is the first node. We want to enter into the bash, so there's a command for that. As you can see here, it has changed. Now we can write SQL shell. Okay, so here the sometimes it takes time to connect the network, so that's why it is given a connection error here, but here it is connected. So once we are in the SQL shell, we can create key spaces, we can create tables in those key spaces and kind of stuff. So first we will see what key spaces are here. For that, we use the command disk key spaces. Okay, these are the existing key spaces. Now we can create a key space. Create key space. We have travel data, so we can create a key space called travel data. I want it with replication, and I need to give which class it is. It is a simple strategy, and replication factor is what we are actually looking for. So the replication factor is 3 here in this case, because we have a 3-node cluster. I created a replication factor of 3 here. Okay, it seems the key space is created. Now we can check whether the key space is created by using the command disk key spaces. As you can see, there is a travel data key space. Once we are having the travel data key space, we can create a table. Create table travel. Okay, so first we have to tell the SQL which key space to use. So first use key space travel data. Oh, now we are inside the travel data key space. Inside it, we can create a table. Create table travel, and These are the column names. Customer ID, oh, the data type is integer and it is the primary key. Product taken, this is again an integer. Age is an integer. Type of contact is a text, and city tier is an integer. So this is how we create a table called travel inside the travel data key space. Now we can check whether the table is created or not by using the command describe tables. As we can see, the travel table is created. Once we are having a travel table, we can insert data into it. Let's say I want to insert a data arrow point. So I want to insert into the table. Insert into travel. So what are the columns which we want to insert? We want to insert customer. Oh, okay, I've written the customer ID as customer I. So okay, let's see what happens. Product taken, I want to insert. Age, I have the data. Type of contact, I have the data, and city tier. Okay, what are the values for it? So the values are, the first value is 200,000 and one, age is 41, let's say, and self inquiry. Okay, this is the text, we need to put it in inverted commas, and then finally city tier is 3. Okay, so the data is inserted into the travel travel table, so we can check whether it is inserted or not from the command select star from travel. Okay, so the travel table has this data point inserted. Now I'm exiting the shell, I'm exiting the node. Now I want to enter into the second node and check whether this data is replicated or not. So for that, docker exec. Okay, I want to enter into the second node, bash, and I want to enter the SQL shell, and I want to check the key spaces. As we can see, the travel data key space is migrated, or it is replicated from the node 1 to node 2. Okay, now we will enter into this travel data key space, and we will check select star from travel. Okay, first we'll see whether the table is replicated or not. So describe tables, travel table is there. Now select star from travel. So the data which we inserted in node 1 is replicated here in node 2. We can do one thing. We can insert one more data point here in this node and check whether this data is replicated. When this data, including the previous data, are replicated in node 3 or not. So what we'll do here is we'll insert another row here in second node, insert into travel, values are 200,001 and product taken is 2, age is 40, type of contact again we'll write self inquiry, and city tier is 2, let's say. Okay, now select star from travel. Okay, now I entered the third shell using this command and I checked the data in travel table. We could see the data which is entered in node 1 is replicated, the data which is entered in node 2 is also replicated. So I'm exiting it. Now I'll enter the node 1 and check whether it is replicated or not. So docker exec we want to use the keyspace travel data. Yes, so the data is replicated all over